Barniak at fullback.
I right formation. Rush under center. Play fake. Boot to the right.
Yeah, cool.
Throws it to the 5 to Ferguson. Great move to slip a tackler and walk into the end zone.
Oh! Let's go! Burgerlicious! Burgerlicious bubble gum! Baby! I'm talking about 87. Big come on, man. Yeah. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, I don't know about that Boston grip though, man. That ball was... I was ready to go up.
All eyes were behind center as quarterback Dak Prescott returned after missing the previous 5 games due to a fractured thumb on his throwing hand. Would he show any rust? Would the Dallas Cowboys offense be able to kick things up a notch? Would they take care of business against a struggling Detroit Lions squad? To say the game was a thing of beauty would perhaps be overselling it, as Prescott and the Cowboys did struggle to find a consistent rhythm, especially early on. But in the end, Dallas came away with a hard-fought 24-6 victory over the Lions, which always looks good. Not that Prescott was bad, by any means. He completed 76% of his passes for 207 yards with 1 touchdown and no interceptions for an impressive 113.2 passer rating. Noah Brown and Dalton Schultz, who continues to battle through an injured knee, topped the team with 5 catches apiece, while CeeDee Lamb posted 75 receiving yards. On the ground, Tony Pollard picked up 83 rushing yards on 12 carries, with Ezekiel Elliott adding or fewer points for the 3rd time this season. The unit came up with 5 takeaways on the day, 2 interceptions and 3 fumble recoveries, all of which came in the second half. First quarter. While the Dallas offense was slow out of the gates, going 3 and out on its opening 2 possessions with Prescott behind center for the first time since December 22, 2019, the Lions took an early 3-0 lead. On their second possession of the game, the visitors were able to move 49 yards in 10 plays, with quarterback Jared Goff completing 4 of 5 passes for 34 yards. Detroit would stall at the Cowboys' 21-yard line, settling for a 40-yard field goal. Second quarter. As the clock ticked over into the second frame, Prescott and his troops went on the march. The quarterback had connections of 15 and 11 yards to Schultz, with a nice 24-yard completion to Lamb in between. The Cowboys were able to reach the Detroit 3-yard line and gave hard consideration to going for it on 4th and 2, only to call a timeout and take the chip shot 22-yard field goal. Despite star wideout Amon-Ra St. Brown leaving the game due to a concussion, the Lions were again able to move the ball into field goal range. Of course, they were helped by a questionable roughing the passer penalty on Micah Parsons that tacked on 15 yards to an already 9-yard completion for Goff. But the Dallas defense was able to put on the brakes, Detroit this time getting a reach pay dirt. Elliott hurdled a defender on a nifty 18-yard run with Pollard, then breaking off a 28-yarder up the middle. But it was Elliott who got the honors in the end, plunging in from 1 yard out to give Dallas a lead it would never relinquish, 10-6. Fourth quarter. Talk about getting a break when they needed it most. The Cowboys had their backs against the wall when the Lions traveled 79 yards all the way down to the Dallas to give the Cowboys possession. The Dallas defense got itself another turnover shortly thereafter. Although the Cowboy offense had to punt after that goal line recovery, they got the ball right back when cornerback Jordan Lewis dove in front of a Goff offering to give his side possession at their own 46-yard line. Lewis was injured on the play and had to be helped off the field. In eating up 5:39 of clock over 11 plays and 54 yards, Prescott connected with Lamb for 15 yards, twice with Brown for a combined 25, and then once more with Schultz for another 7 to reach the 2-yard line. 2 plays later, Elliott was again in the end zone. Any hopes of a comeback were then quickly squashed when on the Lions' second play of their next series, rookie defensive end Sam Williams sacked Goff, knocked the ball loose and recovered it for the trifecta. After Pollard darted up the middle for 25 yards, the eventual touchdown came on a 2-yard pass from Prescott to tight end Peyton Hendershot, the rookie's first career score. Once Parsons strip-sacked Goff yet again on the Lions' next series, this time Dorrance Armstrong getting the recovery, there was nothing left for the Cowboys to do but the victory formation.